Now, this is a first for me. I'm in my Share a Sale account and applying to programs because the programs I'm applying to must be manually approved and they have up to a month to approve you. So I'm going through the process. When I scroll down, this one is the first. Keyword policy for pay-per-click bidding on Google and Bing and other search engines. Trademark Plus is allowed. I think that's what that means. Bidding allowed, yes. Wow, they want you to pay for it. Why should they pay for advertising? They're already paying Share a Sale to connect their product to affiliates who want to promote them. Wow. Let's see if they approve me immediately. Let's check this out. Approved. They mean business, but now this is something to show you. Let's get links and I test it. I'm going to copy it. Open it up in another tab. See if it works. It works because sometimes these links don't work. You have to test them. Make sure that they are linked to your affiliate link, your affiliate number. Also, when I'm testing the link to see if it opens, link to me, I'm also checking to make sure that it's not a deceptive URL because one of the first ones I applied to, all the browsers warned me, beware, this is a phishing website. This is a scam website. You don't want to browse around this. You don't want to shop on this website. That's another reason why I'm checking the links. Let's go to the next extreme. In the next few, this one, now this is a first that it's not listing a bunch of keywords. They're just telling you right off the bat, you may not bid on any of our trademarks including any variations or misspellings for search or content-based campaigns on Google, Bing, or any other network. Holy cow. They're like, don't you dare bid against our keywords in any way. That's a trip. They don't want anyone taking the URLs. And unless like someone like me, I'm placing it on my website. Holy cow. You may not use our trademarks in your ad title, ad copy display name, or the display URL. It sounds like Amazon, that's for sure. I lived that many years ago when they let me open another account, and I've had it ever since. You'll learn. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm applying to programs to add their links to my website, and this pops up. Why wait for shipping? Look at this. Look at this. I'm joining programs, and when I'm checking a link, this popped up. Why wait for shipping? I'm joining programs to add this product to my website if they approve me as an affiliate. And they have this populating, and it's at the bottom of their website too. Why wait for shipping? Buy proper good meals locally. Find in Walmart. That is crazy. Do you see how it's all linked together with the Amazon, Walmart, Share a Sale? Holy cow. Now, this is proper good. If you scroll down a little bit, they have it right here. Available in over 2,000 stores nationwide. Find us at your local Walmart. Holy cow. And when you browse down a little bit, they show it again. Because people see Walmart, people see Amazon, and they just go for it. This is the stuff you learn, the stuff I'm learning as I continue to move forward, and the research and going through all the steps I need to create the kind of website I want to create. I could not pass up this day, not to sit outside for a couple of hours at least. And I'm doing repetitious work. I don't need to overthink because that's very hard to do in the park. But if I could get something done and be outside and be in the middle of nature, it makes it so much more enjoyable. Now, showing you what's going on with that website with Walmart, that's so clever. I've always seen, I sensed it. And it was 20 years ago. I remember I was waitressing in Wantar. I had this vision. I said, you know, when technology continues to roll out, there will be, it will offer people like me to create something from nothing on pennies and just giving my time. Building a lead generating website. I don't need to buy any products. I don't need to store those products. I don't need to package those products to ship them out to customers or get it on a truck or whatever to get it to a store, to get it on their shelves. I'm a lead generator. That's what I'm doing. And I always knew I could, but I worked for free for years in the background, maybe not every day, but over the course of 20 years. All the knowledge I gained, the skill I developed, following an industry for 20 years, all of a sudden is turning me into an expert. I am a pro at what I do. And I don't need someone to tell me that. I know it. And I'm going to show it. Because now these companies that I've done business with and they used to say no to me, at least half now are saying yes. And wait till I get as much as I can on my websites. I'm going to reapply to those companies who said no to me. They declined me, and I don't blame them because I wasn't ready. My websites weren't ready. They didn't give the impression of, it wasn't appealing. I don't blame the companies not wanting to be on just any old blog or website. So now learning that about, let's talk about Walmart and Amazon. Do you see how that website is letting their visitors know, hey, you don't want to wait for delivery. Go to Walmart. Check out our list of stores. They have a list of stores where their product is on their shelves. If you want to go drive there now, you could go get it yourself. That's so clever. Clever. So now I'm going to wrap it up because you only can sit here for so long. 2 hours went like that. And I'm going to take a break. This is the fun part. Joining programs, learning more stuff like I learned today about the pay-per-click, how some they want you to bid. They're like, go ahead, affiliates, spend your money, promote our product. And some of them don't want you to do that at all. And then you have some, hey, you know what? You don't want to wait for a delivery. Go check out Walmart. Go to Walmart. Go pick it up on their shelves. You could get it now. That's so smart. And two more things. Whole food markets. They're popping up all over in Long Island. And there's a new one opening up, I believe, in Plainview in a couple of weeks. They've been sending out all the advertisements to your email and stuff like that. They market all over the place. These merchants from these affiliate programs, just like the one I just discussed with Walmart, many of them will be doing the same thing too. If you don't want to wait for delivery, go to the store now and get it yourself. And this is, we're watching a change in an industry. You don't need to be a store owner to see what's going on if you follow it long enough. You see what's going on. A King Cullen just closed down. I discussed it with my mom. We went out to dinner the other night, and I was like, you know, that King Cullen's been there since I've been driving, Mom. There's a change happening. There's a shift. Do you see what's going on? The second thing, I don't collect any personal information from any visitors that find my website and decide to browse around. And that's a good thing. I don't have an email list. That's another thing. I don't even need one. I just want to keep expanding my websites and let the companies do what they do best. You produce the product, you store the product, you package the product to mail, you package it to get it on a shelf. I don't want anything to do with that. I want to keep writing about products, become more of an influencer, become more of an internet marketer. I don't need your information. You don't want to browse my website, then, someone don't. If someone wants to, they're going to browse and they're going to buy. And I'm just a lead generator. It's all coming together. Almost 2 decades. Just about. Well, really. Well, I didn't really start working on it until about 15 years ago, but I had the vision. And I needed to, when 20 years ago, I was taking surveys. I was learning the web. I I worked at that place in Wanto. I received my first computer and it was life changing. And I didn't open it up for 6 months. My parents were like, "Don't you want to open up the gift we gave you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll get to it." The moment I opened it, I never looked back. Plugging in the wire into the telephone plug and listening to AOL, do, and waiting 3, 4, 5 minutes to get online. And look at me now. Incredible. I have one more story, and it's a good story. Hey, if you want sales to increase, I might not be the smartest corporate person or, you know, white collar person. Sales have always improved if I was on your team. I worked, well, you know what? Before I had the job in Wantor, now I'm talking 25 to 30 years ago, I worked at a bar, in my opinion, the tail end of a generation where the good old boys just went to have a drink. There were no, drugs and nonsense. It was just, dirty cigarettes, some joints. You played darts, you had fun, you served beer. That's what I did. And it was no fancy mixed drinks. It was, either neat, on the rocks, pitchers of beer, big old glasses. I worked mainly Friday nights. It was a cash job. I had it for years and kept me out of trouble. Had a lot of fun, a lot of good memories. That's for sure. I say half the people are still living. I was very young in an older crew, but there were 2 bartenders and one was the owner, and I was the waitress on Friday nights most of the time for at least 5 years. And I would get there, I think it was like 6 or 7, and work till 3 in the morning. Great cash job. Couple $100 all the time. And 25 to 30 years ago, that was good. Once a week to know that you have that money and you can earn it in one shift. He would tell me, and he's told me many times, when you work with us, Michelle, we earn less money. When you're hovering around the bar, and they used to have like these islands in front of the bar, and I used to take care of the place. It was just, a very laid back, fun joint. And he said, whenever you work, we earn less money every single time when you're here on Fridays. If you want sales to boost, I've always helped improve sales. I've, improved sales. And now I have a chance to create 2 lead generating websites that if I continue pushing forward, can you imagine me not succeeding? I can't imagine not succeeding. I can't imagine not reaching that goal of why can't I earn $500 to $1,000 a day for my websites? Good old fashioned work, hard work. That's a true story. And when I work demos now with fast forwarding, about 10 years ago, for almost 3 years, I worked for a company. It was a W-2 job. Now that job is on an app. That's a fact, because I follow it. I would set up a table and get ready and promote products. Always sold out. 90% of the time, the product was sold out. Nothing left over. I remember one of the managers, then once he got to know me, he treated me differently. He was like, this woman I don't have time for this little demo girl. I mean, that's how he treated me, and it's true, he did. However, I was like, well, you need more products. I know they have a lot on their mind, but I'm in your store selling for you. You need to get more product on that shelf, because I'm telling you, you're going to sell out. And 90% of the time, I did.
After the park, I figured, why not complete at least a handful of deliveries to earn some income, that part-time steady income. I was thinking of this, I might as well share it all. The one best thing about creating your own business, you never have to sell yourself out. You never have to follow rules or guidelines that you didn't believe in the first place. I feel many small town business owners many of them, I've witnessed like charging like a high level liquor, a high shelf liquor drink, and charging $15 when you're using, I guess it's called, I haven't used these terminologies in a while, rack level liquor. I've witnessed that over and over. I have witnessed in the smaller places, staff and management steal and take money and not charge for stuff over and over and over and over and over again. Over again. Everybody, I worked in a very nasty industry, holding back money from other workers when you pooling. It's just, I don't have to. And then I had a little bit of, I guess, I wouldn't say corporate. I was a part of a big company. And, I didn't have to, if I was going to move up, I would have to play by their rules and their guidelines. And I didn't agree with everything. I just didn't. I know unions help people that can't speak up for themselves. However, I also feel unions work for the companies. I don't feel I feel, from my experience, unions don't have the employees' best interest at heart. They give the illusion that they do. Meanwhile, they really do work for the companies. Because it's all about, like high-profile people. What's going on with that Pitty Diddy guy and all the truth coming out, even with Disney World, the missing of the children. There's a lot of bad in this world going on. And I'm going to become a self-made multimillionaire on my terms. And I don't have to cheat. I don't have to lie. I don't have to cut corners. I don't have to use anyone. I don't have to do any of that. And it was worth it, because now I'm sensing it, and I don't have to be dishonest. I can be always truthful. Instead of saying I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, I am being transparent. And it was worth it. The prize is worth it, because I want to build people up. I want to share with them what you can do. You never know where I might lead. I might have staff underneath me. I don't want to ever treat anyone unfairly. And I will always pay them what they're worth. It's just, okay, I hope that's it. If anything else comes to mind, I'll let you know. But now it's time to earn a little money. There is one more thing, and I thought this yesterday with my other video. No one can take credit for the products I produced. And that's key. No one can take credit for my hard work. There you go. And that's something I've experienced all my life. People taking credit. I remember my very first real job. I worked for a doctor. I was a couple of years after high school. I could have went down the health industry path. And I remember my very first real job, that we were like a 3-woman office. I was told by the doctor's daughter that kind of worked there. She was there in and out. She wanted to get you fired, Michelle. And I've experienced that many times throughout my life. Oh, and taking credit for my hard work. No one could take credit for this. Only me. I got the credit. I did the work. I did the time. I lived uncomfortable. I lived without. I produced. Now it's time to soar. Now it's time to win. And nobody could take it from me. Oh, that's a high. Nobody could take credit for my hard work. Sweet.